Yo, what's going on, peeps? Welcome back to Top 10 Tuesdays. Derek here. And this week I'm doing my top 10 French films in my collection. Now, this isn't a bona fide top 10, and it's just a personal ones of the ones I own that I watch on occasion. It's a very interesting list for me to make because, as you know, there is the Fab Five, and I decided not to add just only one of the Fab Five on this list because I didn't want the list to be full of generic, just be generic, because I could just put the whole Fab Five, because I actually highly enjoy all five of those films in that subcategory called the Fab Five of home invasion films in France during the same era period. And as a big fan of Gene Roland, I decided to only add two of his films because I've seen about, which ones do I own that I've seen four of them, and I really enjoyed the four that I've seen. They're actually, I rewatch all four all the time. So I just added the two that were the ones that stuck out the most for me, and were pretty much my first Roland films that I've seen, and I highly love them. Because I wanted to add some other titles in this list that are ones that some of them you might not know about. And yeah, let's just get into this. Alright, first up, we got 7 Days from IFC. This is kind of like a revenge film, but it's pretty. If you've seen my Australian week and you saw my pick, Daddy's Little Girl, this is kind of the same idea of that film. Guy's daughter gets taken, killed. He finds the person and he tortures him and gets revenge on him. Pretty much, it's a really hard film to watch at times because it is sad. Because there is scenes in this film where you feel for this character, and yeah, it's really interesting. I highly enjoyed this. I seen this before Daddy's Little Girl. I kind of like Daddy's Little Girl a little more than this, but with that all being said, this is still a solid French revenge film. Highly recommend 7 Days. It's at number 10. Number 9. It's kind of crazy that I put all the IFC ones at the bottom. This is a shout out to NES Ruler. He actually hooked me up with this film. It's called Prey. This is a very interesting film. And it is a killer animal film, which is awesome. It's about this group of this family members. They go hunting in the woods. They have their own MOs with each other, and then this I think it's a boar starts attacking them one by one, and they turn on each other. It's like a cat and mouse game between the characters. It's really interesting, killer animal film from France. I highly enjoyed it. Shout out to NES Ruler for hooking me up with this one. Awesome film. Number 9. Number 8, we got Mutants. This is, you kind of say it's a zombie film. I think it's more like a infected person film, 28 Days Later type Infected. And with that being said, I really like how they told the story. It kind of reminded me of David Cronenberg's The Fly in a way. It's about this couple. One of them gets infected and the other one takes care of him while he degrades into one of these things on the cover. Pretty much. It's really sad and heartwarming. You feel for these characters when they're going through this. Same with The Fly, the same situation. And yeah, if you like infected people films and zombie films in general, I highly recommend Mutants. Awesome film. Number 8. Number number 7, we got Irreversible from Gaspar Noé. One thing I realized, Gaspar Noé's actually not a French director. Well, he does direct French films, but he's actually Argentinian. But he's so good at making like these weird, bizarre films. And this one's no exception. It has a lot of like great like imagery and kind of mind fucks you kind of, because it tells the story backwards in a day in this life. And there's this one brutal scene in the film where it's like a rape scene, and yeah, it's just like a really hard tale and stuff. And Gaspar Noé is really one of those directors I haven't really seen a lot of his work, and this one's awesome. I actually picked this up because of the Yanks film that I reviewed, because it was influenced by that film. And you can see with this film, it's really like beautifully shot and has like the same like shot for shot, like one scene in particular I'm talking about. And I highly recommend Irreversible. It's a really well made film. Irreversible, number 7. Number 6, we got Livid, or Livid, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Yeah, this is a really interesting tale. I actually reviewed this. This was actually my closing review in my 31 Days of Horror. And I really love this film. It's really beautifully shot and has great atmosphere to it. It has an awesome like homage to a lot of like horror films in it that I like. Wow, look at that and stuff. And you won't expect that in like other like countries' films. And it shows you that the filmmakers are film lovers too, and they really showed that with this film. It's really like Argento-like and artsy. I won't lie, especially with the ending. But I like that stuff too, because it's done in a beautiful way, and it's a highly awesome film. It has some scary moments in it, of course. I highly recommend Live It, number 6. Number... what do we got? 5. Number 5, we got Gene Roland's The Iron Rose. Yeah, this is like a wicked atmospheric tale about this couple started to go into like a cemetery late at night. Weird things start happening, and it goes crazy after that. Yeah, this film has awesome atmosphere. If you don't see any of Gene Roland's films, I say start with this one, or the next one I'm going to show you in the list is another one a little higher, because I actually dig that one a little more. And yeah, this film's awesome. I gave it's perfect like 10 out of 10. Well, the other one is too. I gave both of them 10 out of 10s. That's why they're both on this list. So yeah, The Iron Rose, awesome film. If you like atmosphere and stuff, I highly recommend this. That's at number 5. Number 4, we got Diabolique. Crazy like 1950s film, like kind of the basis of Psycho when I was reading about it. And yeah, it's beautifully shot, and the black and white's awesome. It's this tale about like this wife who gets like mistreated by her husband, and her husband has a mistress, and they pretty much plot to do away with him. And it's just done so well, and it has some awesome tension in this film. Diabolique at number 4. Yep. Number 3 is the other Gene Roland film that I had to put on this list. And it's fucking awesome. And that, of course, is The Grapes of Death. This is an awesome, like, infected person film. I like the way that like the story is told. Like these people get infected through like this grapevine, like this winery, and it makes them like all like skin like pussy and stuff, and they start attacking other people. There's some awesome like kill scenes in this film, and this girl's stuck in the middle of it, and she actually teams up with the chick on the cover, this blind chick, and they just try to roam through this town with these infected people, but shit goes down and stuff. And yeah, I highly recommend The Grapes of Death. It has awesome atmosphere, the settings, and this big like vineyard and stuff, and it's just the lighting and the acting is really well done. And yeah, The Grapes of Death's awesome. I can't highly recommend this enough. Shout out again to You and Your Horror Movies. He actually picked this up for me. Awesome film. Sweetness. Number 2, we got the classic from 1960, of course, Eyes Without a Face. This is a bizarre tale about this doctor, and he pretty much wants to give his daughter a new face. She's kind of disfigured. She wears like this face mask through the film. And it's really like a bizarre tale, and it actually does have some tense moments. Like there's this one scene where they sew this surgery, and it's really like disturbing and stuff. And it has this awesome score in this film, and the black and white's beautifully shot, and the music, it's really beautiful. And yeah, I love everything about this film. This film's wicked awesome. Most of these like French films are pretty much 10 out of 10s. The ones in the lower are like 8 out of 10s. So you could tell like I really love my French cinema. If you didn't notice, my name's D Bougie. I'm French. Yeah, and Eyes Without a Face is just an awesome film. If you don't have this in your collection, I highly recommend this Criterion. It's wicked awesome. Alright, and then the last big daddy of them all, the best of the Fab Five, in my opinion, and that is Inside. This movie's fucking awesome. Start from finish. No downtime at all. Pretty much it's about this girl who's pregnant. She had a car accident, her husband died, and she survived with the baby. And she's home alone one night, and this person comes to the house and fucking starts terrorizing her. And it gets really graphic and violent, and this film has some awesome like shots. And yeah, this is actually from the same people that made Livid, the other film. They're 2 for 2 for me. I highly enjoyed both their films. Yeah, this film's fucking awesome. Look at that cover. I wish this got like a wider release so more people could see this film, which is would be awesome because this DVD is actually out of print, and it goes for crazy money sometimes. You might find it cheap and get it, but hopefully it gets like a wider release so people could discover this awesome fucking movie. Inside, fucking awesome. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today on Top 10 Tuesdays. Don't forget to check out all the other Peeps videos. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Peace out.